Light is on George Kittle. He's coming off a nice performance, bringing in a pair of touchdowns. It's the 49ers and the Seahawks, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are a few cities further on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the San Francisco 49ers set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Again, it's Walker. Ooh, with a juke. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances. Go.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. But Nick Bosa is so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Matthews. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Looking to throw on second down. Matthews. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me. And that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday. Anything can happen in this league. And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
This is unbelievable.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And Lance now to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Lance going to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Niners in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance looking to throw it. That's complete to Whitaker. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that and continuing to let him throw the football.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Working from the gun, Lance. And that will be incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit them. Unable to do so on that play.
And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Lance. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Lance now on 1st down. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Now the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Looking to throw. Matthews. Throw out wide to Walker. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did something like that.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Now Lance. And the catch made by Walters. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll run on first down. Blake. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Ready, break.
2nd and 8. To throw, it's Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's Lance to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Blue check. Check pink. Yellow. One.
Throwing to start the drive. Matthews, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. Here's Lance. He's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Matthews. And Walker has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at it.
Ready. Ready, go. Ready.
To throw on second down. Matthews going right side here, and that's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Set, go, opposite, three.
They'll look to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Blake, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Back to throw. Lance, able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Lance finding Kittle, first down San Francisco.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Ready, set.
On first down, Lance. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Lance. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On second down now, it's Blake. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The try here for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Matthews. steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on third down, Matthews. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Another try after the first down sack. Lance. Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This one caught by Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Now, carry for their fullback. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line.
Smith red. Quick yellow. Black walk. Check white. Check.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Matthews. This one goes underneath to Walker. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now they can breathe a little easier. Some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Matthews throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Back to throw again. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Oliver. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Blake, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Lance looking to throw it. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, Matthews forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been
able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On
on 3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 1st down, Matthews. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. That's going to be caught. It's Shenault. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Blue check. Check pink. Yellow. Black.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Oliver.
Hurry, hurry.
And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. He completes this to Walker. Touchdown! Ken Walker with a milestone. Career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Completes it to the tight end Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 19 yards away. And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And out now come the Seahawks. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on.